I was gonna slide in, but I just realized that you could see me in the mirror. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooke, and today is 6:30. I just got completely ready. Well, my hair's not really ready, but you know, I put on makeup. Why? You might be saying, why? So that I can drink some drinks with you guys, answer some questions, cook myself a nice meal, everything on that list. I just got the chills. I think it's because I'm excited. I'm like doing something for myself. We don't need no one to take us out. We can have our own like little date nights at home with ourselves. We love that. We're gonna start off by making a nice cocktail. I normally don't drink alone, so this is a big deal. I really only drink if I'm like pre-gaming to go out or something. I don't tend to like to drink alone, but I thought this would be fun to kind of like make a cocktail with you guys. So let's start with that. We've got a glass, we've got a cocktail shaker. I think I've literally used this thing like 3 times. And 4 ingredients. We're going to use some limes. I actually am gonna use stevia to sweeten it, which could be random, but we'll see. And then I'm going in with one of these Taffer's cocktails. I think that will be fun to add. My ice, nice. And of course, the main event, tequila. Welcome to Brooke's bartending. I have no idea what I'm doing, but in our mixing cup, I've watched enough Paradise Bartender to know what we're gonna do is fresh ice. I'm gonna do 1 shot of tequila, lime juice. So I'm gonna use my lemon squeezer, and I already halved the limes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze the juice of just 1 lime into it. I guess I could do more or less or measure out, but I feel like actually honestly a half is probably a lot of juice. It's probably gonna be pretty sour, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. This is like, I really would love to like be able to make cool cocktails. Like I feel like that could be like a really cool skill to one day have. This could be the demise of the whole drink, but I feel like the recipe, I did look at one recipe and it suggested agave, which I don't have, but I do have liquid stevia, so I'm gonna do just like 2 drops of that just to see if that makes it a little bit sweeter, because it can be pretty bitter, I'm sure. I feel like I'm really getting ready to go out, but I'm really sitting on my couch tonight, so this is crazy. There we go. Give it a nice good 1, 2, 1, 2. Shake. All right. Get your regular glass filled out with fresh ice. So I'm just gonna use 1 singular cube. And this has like a strainer thing, so we can just pour that in. Once again, this is just the tequila, lime juice, and a little bit of the sweetener. And then over top of everything, we're gonna take our craft cocktail, pour that over. I don't think this glass is gonna be big enough. Glass straw, and I'm gonna put some more limes in it actually. 2 nice little lime wedges. Let's taste test, ready? Ooh, it's very tequila-y, but it's good. It could use a little more lime, but it's good. A nice, strong tequila drink. Cheers, everybody. Sorry for the box in the background, but I'm not gonna move it. So we're gonna sit here and drink my drink and answer some questions, shall we? It's like a date night with me, but like, we're here. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me things, so we'll just do it. Let's get into the questions about men. Let me have a big sip of my drink for this one. Oof. A lot of people, what's your type? I feel like I've said this before, if not here on my podcast. Sorry, I have my lip gloss in my pocket that I want to take out first. Okay. My type is so specific. Someone who looks like they'd work at an Apple store. A lot of people look like they could work in an Apple store, but typically I go for a lot of like brown hair glasses. I don't really care about like the build of someone. I'm not really like too particular. I hate to be like, oh, personality counts more, but like obviously we know it does, especially increasingly more and more as I get older. Like I'm realizing the value of someone's personality. And I think for a lot of girls, we rely heavily on personality for someone. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like attraction wise, like looks only go so far. So typically I go for, yeah, like a nice fun personality, maybe smart, maybe whatever, but Apple store is typically the physical look. Okay, a lot of questions about dating in the city, because I shared very briefly that like I went on a date the other night, very high level, because I don't want to get into the details. I've made the mistake before of sharing just people that I've dated or like brought into my life or whatever, and that was a big mistake, so we're not gonna do that again. But yes, I've seen that person again several times now. I think it's been like 5 times or something, but who the heck knows where it stands, because dating absolutely blows. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks so bad. My biggest thing that I hate feeling is a lack of control, and with dating I feel the biggest lack of control. I can't control, you know, the situation. I'm like, okay, are we moving too fast? Are we moving too slow? Like, I feel like I just am like at a loss of control. And that's why dating to me is so stressful. And then like, obviously like you want to know more, you have questions about someone, but you don't want to be pushy. It's like, how do you want to come across? Like, there's just so much that goes into it. I'm just realizing that I have a long way to go, like in terms of learning and stuff. But I will say that in moving here and like starting to dating, because I took a little bit of a break over the summer, after like from like May to July I took a break and then I picked back up. I just have a whole new outlook kind of in this city versus my last city, Boston, that I lived in. I want to, like with dating, my goal now is like taking back the control in a way. I just was so blinded by blaringly obvious red flags or things that I really just don't like about people, like characteristics that don't align with my lifestyle and things like that. But I would just be like, nah, no prob, like who cares, I'll brush past it. And then like those problems resurface later on. So I'm trying to be very aware of those things from the get-go and just taking back control, because guess what, like two can tango. For so long I was like, all right, well, we'll see if he's interested in me. It's like, well, what if I'm not interested in him? So that's kind of like my new dating mindset. It's just that two can play at this game. Really though, I'm trying not to just force things just to make things happen. I think for the longest time I would be like, you know, it's probably not like a total match, but like, nah, like we can make it work, and it never has worked. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this for me, not putting all my eggs in one basket. That's another thing. I'll like meet someone like on date one and be like, oh my god, I'm done, like I found the one. And you can't do that, you have to keep going. Opinion on hookups. Okay, if you can do it, more power to you. I tried it in college and it completely wrecked me as a person. Tried it a little bit post-grad, completely wrecked me as a person. Once again, I feel like that has to do with like the whole, like I hate it that it's like games and stuff, but for me right now, like my dating strategy, if you will, that's something that I'm not doing. Hookups are canceled for me 2020. As of like a few months ago, I was like, I'm done with these. I'm not doing that until I like actually am like serious about someone, or I really like them, or I know that they like me back, you know. Nothing wrong, and I do not judge at all, because like I said, I was that person for a really, really long time, but I just never found that strategy successful, and I always felt very emotionally empty, which is so dark. And like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to like go there, but some people can do it and they have no problem and like it's fine, but I'm just not one of those people. I just am so emotional, and so I don't know how to describe it, but like it never worked for me, even in college. A lot of questions on like advice on post-grad dating, and I'm just gonna be totally transparent with you guys. So funny, because I feel like I can give other people, like I'm good at objectively, like if you tell me a situation you're in, giving you advice and like whatever, but for my situations I rely so heavily on my friends to give me advice, just like, what would you do, what do you think, whatever. So I feel like I need to just like learn for a little bit and like do me, and then like maybe I'll report back with my learnings. But high level, that's my strategy right now. I know everyone's like, oh, New York City dating sucks, whatever. Like I'm really just getting started. I feel like it's just been like a few months, so I can't really give like a conclusive answer yet. It's not fair, I feel like, to New York to do that. Like how could I be like, it's good, like it's only been a few months, you know what I mean? Or it's trash, like I don't really know. Still super single, but at the same time, like I'm dating because I do have a little bit of extra time right now with the pandemic and stuff, and I think it would be a nice addition to my life, but it's not because I need someone. Months and months go by with my phone being completely dry, with like literally texting no boys at all, and I have absolutely no problem with it. I fill my life with so many friends and family, and like I have guy friends, and like, you know, I have other people in my life that like I don't know, I've never really relied on the romantic connection of someone. I think the only time that it really sucks is like right after like a rejection or something, but that's all stuff that I'm going through in therapy, so updates to come on that. Have you ever met a subscriber while you were drunk or high? Definitely when I was drunk. I really don't smoke that much. I think the last time I smoked was like last October or something. Sometimes I often think I should, because I get in my own head a lot and just kind of stressed out, so I wish I could. I take CBD sometimes, and even that I'm like not really sure if it's doing much, but I convince myself that it does. Do you ever talk to guys you used to talk to? Absolutely not. I'm such a big proponent of cut that out. Obviously it's never been anything like super serious for me. I think if you're in like a really long-term relationship with someone, like that's really hard. You know, if you've dated for like a year plus, like that's hard. But for me, I need to cut all of that out of my life. I unfollow on every form of social media, including Spotify. You have to do it on like everything. I'm a psychopath though, so we know that. It's really important to do what's best for you and your mental health, and for me, I can't see that. Like I can't see it, because then I'm tempted to check and look, and like, no, I just can't do that. So I'm a big proponent of the unfollow. Friends from college, are you still friends with them? Yes, I am still friends with all my friends from college. I FaceTime them, chat very, very regularly. They're very involved in my life, even though we are far at a distance. They're great. I really miss them. I fear that I won't make that good of friends again in adult life, and I do have friends here. Like I have friends here from my old job that have moved here, like friends from Boston. I have friends from social media. I have friends from high school, but I really, really miss my friends from college, and I do, like, that is a very real fear that I have, that I won't make those kind of like good friends again in my adult life, or have like a friend group again in my adult life like I had in college. So yeah, I freak out about it a lot, but you know, we just take it day by day, and I have great friends here. Do you ever have existential crises and question everything you're doing? Asking as a fellow 23-year-old. More often than I care to admit, but then I just have to remind myself of all the things that I do have and like bring myself back down to earth, because it's so easy to spiral, especially when you start like thinking one negative thought. I totally have been there where I'm like, oh my gosh, like this one area of my life is a mess, or like body image, or like anything like that. It's so easy to spiral, so you have to like not let yourself go there. And I'm all here for a good mental breakdown every once in a while. Trust me, I pretty much have them weekly at this point, but at the same time I try to remember all that I have to be grateful for, and I have so much to be grateful for. Are you happy? Yes, I am very happy. I feel like I'm in the right place in my life. Like I'm in the right physical place right now for where my life is at. Everything just kind of makes sense right now. Like I feel like I'm in a good spot. Are you talking to multiple people right now? Yes, I think it's important until it's a committed thing, you should be talking to multiple people. Like I said, putting all of your eggs in one basket, not it. We could talk a little bit about the podcast, since a lot of people have questions on that. I don't know when this is going up. I think next Wednesday, hopefully this is going up. Yeah, I'll be on with Danielle, and hopefully we'll address all of your questions. So I think that might already be up, or it's going up on Wednesday the 7th. That episode is going up, so hopefully we'll answer everything. Are we still friends? Yes. The show will go on? Yes. Things in life aren't so cut and dry and so simple, you know, like there's a lot of things that go into things. Show must go on. I'm very excited to be back at it again with her. I think our show is really, really fun when we do it together, and we are going to try to positively move past everything in the best way that we can, while still taking the learnings from all of this and use them to move forward, if that makes sense. I got a question. Did you enjoy doing it alone? I'm gonna be honest and say that I actually did really enjoy it. I'm kind of a control freak in a way. I've always been like that, even like in group projects in school and stuff. I'm like, oh, no worries, like I'll do it, because I just know that my way of doing it is good. Like I said, I love our show together, but I personally enjoy doing it by myself, and I thought it was fun to get to talk to a bunch of different people. So if you guys missed those episodes, you can go back and listen. I interviewed like a bunch of different guests basically. Drink of choice. Recently I have been doing tequila, but I'll get like a cocktail out. If there's no like real cocktails, I'll just get a marg, because I've been into tequila over vodka lately. I think it's more of an upper. I get less tired, and it's been nice because I've been able to like go to restaurants so I can like get nicer drinks, because usually at restaurants they have like nicer drinks than like bars, but I'm not going to bars because bars aren't open here, so I'm just going to restaurants, outdoor dining, and then I'll like treat myself and get like a nice cocktail. I'm being really slow on this drink right now. A lot of questions on advice being confident, how to find so much confidence in being single. I feel for you guys that are coming out of something, because I think that's the hardest point, is, you know, when you're dealing with the loss of someone in your life, whether it be a friend or something romantic. For me, it's been my whole life that I've really been single. Like people have come and gone, I guess, along the way, but pretty much just me. So I think you just need to empower your life with things that you love, you know, like I said, enrich it with hobbies or work or things that are like really meaningful to you. Make plans with your friends and family. Be busy, you know. If you are ready to start dating again, start dating again. Like there's no real timeline for anybody, and I think that at the end of the day, like I'm just so used to being alone now that I enjoy it so much. Like I'll actually be hanging out with people and be like, I can't wait to like go back and like be by myself. Like isn't that so crazy? But then there will be times where like I'm sitting here like tonight, I would have loved to like do something social, but it's just not in the cards, you know. Do you want to move back to Long Island? Someday I would like to, you know, have a house there. I used to say no, I'm never going back to Long Island, I'll move anywhere else. But as I get older, the prospect of having like a life in suburbia someday sounds more and more like promising. I don't think it will be anytime soon, but if I were to like ever invest in real estate or something like that, I could see myself getting some like a home on Long Island, maybe like renovating it, like flipping it or something. Obviously not anytime soon, but that would be something cool. I'm speaking into the existence in the universe. All right, I think it's time to make dinner because I'm really hungry, so let's do that. And dinner tonight is brought to you by, drumroll please, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service. You guys know I talk about them all the time, I'm sure, but if you're new, HelloFresh cuts out all that stressful meal prepping and planning. You can enjoy cooking and getting dinner on the table in like 30 minutes, sometimes even 20 minutes. What even was that hand motion? That was like, what? 30 minutes, sometimes even 20 minutes with their quick recipe options. They have pre-proportioned ingredients, which is so great. So like if you need a tomato, you only get one tomato, not like a whole container of tomatoes, which just means like less food waste and less prep for you. They truly have something for everyone. They have like low calorie, vegetarian, and family friendly recipes every single week. And you don't get locked into anything. You could easily change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever you need to. HelloFresh also gives back, which is absolutely amazing. They donated over 2.5 million meals to charity in 2019. And this year they're stepping up their food donations even more amid the coronavirus crisis. And the finished result, he looks pretty similar to the picture. It's obviously a different dish, and it's like the Brooke version of it, but good tasting. I'm so excited to eat this. Yeah, treat yourself. I have a way for you guys to save. So go to HelloFresh.com and use my code Michio80 to get a total of $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Michio80, check it out. And I just want to end off the video by thanking you guys so much. I'm always so grateful for you guys, like, you know that. So please say hi if you ever see me in public. I've met a few of you guys in New York, and it's been really cool. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you guys. I genuinely consider you guys my friends. That's why I feel open, like I feel comfortable opening up to you guys. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this. Let me know if you want to see more like Q&A style stuff like this. I know I didn't really get drunk, but I just feel really sad sitting in my apartment, like getting drunk by myself. Like I'm probably not gonna do that. So we'll be classy and just have one drink. Not that it matters though. Live your truth in all regards. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you another time. Bye.